Plants and animals, humans, we all depend on fresh water. We can live without food for a little bit, but we can't live without water for very long at all.
Only about 1% of all the water on this planet is fresh water. And so it's up to us to make sure that it's clean for our use and also for wildlife's use.
It used to be that there were a lot of problems with point source pollution.
Now, the way you can remember point pollution is you can point to the spot that the pollution is coming in, like a pipe.
But that's just not the problem so much anymore, because there are a lot of great laws in place that prevent that from happening.
Non-point pollution is everything that's in the watershed around a body of water. And it may be a field, it may be a construction site, anything that when it rains or the wind blows, that pollution will be blown or taken into the body of water.
So that's a big problem that a lot of people don't think about when they, for example, take their pets out for a walk, or when they wash their cars and the detergent that you use to wash your car runs right off from your driveway, eventually into the waterway near where you live.
When rainwater gets into the storm sewer system during a big storm event, you actually get the storm sewer system overflowing into the river, and that'll mix raw sewage into the river with the storm water, and so that can really hurt plant life and animal life, and that can affect human health as well.
We have all this water, 66% of the earth is covered with water. This is all we have to drink. So what we have to do is conserve.
One of the first things that we try to encourage Chicagoans to do is to save water.
Conserving water is critical because access to clean, fresh water is vital for our health and for life.
It's a limited resource, and not only do we have limited amount of water, drinkable water, but we also use chemicals to treat it and electricity to pump it, and so there's a lot of environmental resources that go into providing the gallon of water that comes out of your faucet.
We have to think of ways of saving water, conserving water, keeping it clean.
So this is our green roof. It's not huge, but it's awesome in its own right.
Green roofs capture stormwater and hold it for the plants to use it, and so then it doesn't go into the storm sewer system.
We want this roof to be low maintenance. We want it to be drought tolerant. We want it to absorb stormwater, and we want it to slow it down. This is sedum. We'd consider sedum to be the camel in the plant family. We call it the camel because it absorbs and holds a lot of water. So the leaves of a sedum are really fleshy and thick. In periods of drought, sedum will shrink up, their leaves will shrink, and they'll go dormant. And then when it rains again, they're gonna fill back up and they're gonna be healthy again. It's not soil like you'd find on the ground. It's actually what we call an aggregate. And the aggregate is going to be very light because we're going to want to put this up on top of a roof.
The second thing is we really encourage Chicagoans and people throughout the region to try to capture water. This is an example of a rain barrel. What's great about this is, when it rains in the city, all that rain used to go into wetlands and used to absorb into the ground. What's happening now, because we've got a lot of roof surfaces, a lot of streets, parking lots, that rainwater doesn't get to trickle back into the ground, it goes into the storm sewer system. So we're encouraging Chicago residents to get a rain barrel. The way this works is you put your downspout directly into the top here. There's actually an opening on the top, and the rainwater goes in there, fills up, and then there's a spigot at the bottom that you can use to water your garden.
There's this whole gap between collecting the water and what you actually use it for. Water becomes more and more one of these issues that people are concerned about, and rightly so, and recognize like what a valuable and incredibly important resource it is. And I hope that that happens before it's at a point where it is a scarce resource. I mean, right now we're still in a place where we don't think that hard about it, but my take on water is it's really fun to play with. Like, I like to play with water, I like to turn on the hose, I like to water the garden. But if you're thinking about conserving water and how much water you have and saving water, you've got to be smart about where you use that resource.
There's so many simple, easy things that anyone, no matter what age they are, can do to help protect our water resources.
When they're interested in keeping a place clean or healthy, other people are going to be interested in that same idea. You're never alone when you want to make a place better or cleaner.
Because every little thing that someone can do makes a difference and helps. And even if it's as simple as I mentioned before about turning off the tap when you brush your teeth or changing out some light bulbs for a compact fluorescent light bulb, all these things help the environment and all these things help water. So it's important for people to feel good about the things that they are doing because every little thing counts.